Our next tutorial is this one. It is our bell. Look how stunning she is. I did add some pearls to it, and we have our rolled rose. This one's die cut number 1432 from mariatretodiyco. So let's begin. So let's get started. So I have my red felt here, which I use wool blended felts. I have this gold glitter here. Then I have this one here. It's like a glowed metallic one I got from Maria. Then I have gold for this one. Now that I have everything on here, we're going to roll it through our Sizzix Big Shot Plus. This one is a bigger die cut, so you do need the Sizzix Big Shot Plus, the one that is 9 inches in width. So roll it through. Get everything cut out. Okay, so everything's cut out. Let me set it up right quick. So here's everything cut out. Let's start off first with our rolled rose. So to grab this here, I like using tweezers to start it off. I clip it and then I start rolling. I do it just a little bit and then I'm going to, from here I like rolling myself, so I'm gonna take my little tweezers out and then continue rolling it myself all the way to the end. I do like cutting it when I get to the end. I don't like gluing it straight down, but you'll see how I'll do it. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. So here we're getting close to the end. Some people just roll it on. I like cutting a piece off and then gluing it down. But let me get closer to the end. So right here, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to add a little dab of hot glue. And then pin it this way. Let that set. And for this part here, I'm going to use it for the bottom, which I probably need a bigger piece, but for now, we're going to use this little piece here. So we're going to add our hot glue here, all the way over, and then stick this piece on top of this piece. And then we're going to cut off what we don't use to basically cover the bottom of our rolled rose. This piece here, I've got my other scissors. I'm going to cut off. Actually, just leave it there. A little glue string off. So we're looking like that. Okay, so that's our rolled rose. Next what I do is we're gonna glue this piece on top of this one, like this, to give us our thing that goes on top. So we're gonna add a little bit of hot glue on the top part and stick this one right on top, like this. And then when we wrap it around, we'll secure it better. But we're looking like this. Then we're gonna go in the back. We're gonna add hot glue to the middle. Bring this one over. We kind of follow the L. So we're looking like that. Then we're gonna add hot glue to this one. Bring it over this way. Follow the L. And with this one here, we're gonna basically glue it down where it lands. So go like right there. So we're gonna add hot glue here and basically kind of follow the curve and glue it down up here. Hold down. The same thing to the other side. We're gonna add our hot glue here. Kind of follow the curve over here and basically glue it down where it lands. It lands right here. And we press down. So now that we have our top piece, our rose, and our tail, let's glue this on top of this. Just to be safe, I am gonna add, we really don't need to use BSI glue, but I'm just doing it just to be safe. I'm gonna add my BSI glue here, just a little bit. I'm gonna add my hot glue to the back of this bow here. I'm gonna stick it on top, like this. Now that we're here, we're gonna add our center strip. So we're gonna add hot glue to the back, add hot glue back here, grab our center strip, we're gonna stick it on, just like that. Go towards the front. Here, since I have the smooth faux leather, I am gonna add some BSI glue, Bob Smith Industry glue, which I get off Amazon, which I do have it linked in my Amazon storefront, which is linked in my bio, you guys. All the glues I use are linked on my Amazon storefront, and I do have a pinned video that explains when I use them, when and how I use them and where I get them from. So definitely check out my pinned video on my page. And if you guys haven't entered my Loveaway for all the princess bows, definitely make sure you guys enter that Loveaway. I'll choose a winner after our series is over. So after the 13th day, on the 14th day, I will choose the winner. And they will win every single princess bow that I've made during this tutorial series. Okay, so this is how we're looking at. Super cute. Let's add our rose in the middle. Since this is glitter and this is felt, a regular hot glue works fine. Add a hot glue here. Grab a rose, stick her in the middle. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And lastly, if you guys have pearls, I'm using, what size are these? These are 6 mm. No, they're 5 mm. 5 mm half round pearls. 5 mm half round pearls. The glue I like to use is the B7000. And just to glam it up a little bit, I'm going to add a pearl here, a pearl here. I'm going to add it to our tails as well. So grab our B7000, add a little dot, like that. Then I'm going to grab our little stick here, grab the little pearl and stick it on. Look how cute. Okay, they're on this side too. Little dots. Grab this one, grab a little half pearl, and then stick it on. Look, that is stunning. And if you guys want, you can add little pearls more to the bottom if you guys would like. So now I'm gonna let that dry and we'll add our alligator clip. The back of this bow, we have our smooth faux leather. So I'm gonna attach my clip like it's a clay center. I'm gonna be using Stick Fast Thick and our Stop On accelerator. So first thing I'm gonna do is grab my 60 mm alligator clip. I'm gonna put my ribbon to the inside because I don't want that getting stuck onto my faux leather. And I'm gonna kind of measure it, see how much I need. So basically the whole width of the bow. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm gonna grab my Stick Fast Thick and add like some glue where the alligator clip's gonna go. So right here, and then I'm just gonna spread it around. Okay, so now that I added my glue, can you guys see it? Let me spread it more on this side. A little bit more on this side. Okay, now that we added our glue, we're gonna grab the accelerator and we're gonna spray our alligator clip 2 times, okay? Make sure you're 6 inches apart. So 1 spray, 2 sprays. And then we're gonna put this where we added the Stick Fast and we're gonna hold down. So here we're gonna hold down for 20 seconds to make sure it's nice and stuck on there. Hold down, hold down, hold down. Make sure that's nice and stuck on there. And basically this, what it does is it dries super glue instantly, dries clear, build faster, no wait time. In the back it says the glue will cure in 10 to 20 seconds. But those 10 to 20 seconds, I do like adding pressure to the back of it to make sure it's nice and stuck. Now that we did that, I'm gonna open it up, move this out of the way. Make sure that this doesn't cover up the teeth. It does not. So grab our glue gun, add a little bit of hot glue here. Put this onto the inside, we're gonna press down. Then bring our ribbon towards the inside. So we add a little bit of hot glue here. Grab our 1/4 inch ribbon, bring that toward the inside. Then make sure it's nice and stuck. So I'm gonna make sure this is nice and stuck in here, which it is. Then we can flip her over. Look how stunning. And then put her on a bow card. So I grabbed a bow card, make a little slit, grab my bow. I want to stick her on here. And she is complete. Look how pretty. So we added the little pearls here, little pearls here. Oh, I think that pearl moved on me. So I added my clip before I let these dry. But make sure your pearls are dry before you add the clip. So add the clip and then add the pearls last. But look, super cute. There she goes. This one is die number 1,423, 3.5 inches from mariatretodiyco.com. She's part of our Fairytale collection. Stay tuned for our next tutorial.